Lily, who loved learning about animals in English. She enjoyed discovering new facts about creatures that lived in the ocean, the forest, and even the sky. One day she read about the orca and learned that it was powerful and lived in the ocean. She imagined a mighty orca swimming swiftly through the water, saying, "I am powerful." Lily then read about the narwhal, which was special because it had a long tusk and lived in the Arctic. She pictured the narwhal with its long tusk reaching above the icy water and thought, "I am special." Next, her book described the manatee as gentle, and it liked warm water. Lily imagined a peaceful manatee floating calmly and said, "I am gentle." She also learned about the dugong, which was calm and ate seagrass in the sea. Lily envisioned the calm dugong gliding through the water and whispering, "I am calm." The blue whale was enormous and the largest animal in the world. She pictured a gigantic whale breaching the surface and thought, "I am enormous." Then she read about the humpback whale that sings beautiful songs which amazed everyone. Lily imagined hearing a lovely whale song and said, "My songs are amazing." She learned that the beluga whale was white and lived in cold water. She visualized a white whale swimming in icy waters and thought, "I am white." The sperm whale could dive very deep, diving into the dark ocean below. Lily pictured the deep dive and said, "I am large." She discovered the hammerhead shark, which had an unusual wide head. She imagined the strange shark patrolling the sea and said, "My head is wide." The tiger shark was dangerous because it had sharp teeth. She pictured a fierce tiger shark with powerful teeth and whispered, "I am dangerous." The great white shark was powerful and swam very fast in the ocean. Lily thought of the swift shark rushing through the water and said, "I am powerful." She then learned about the manta ray, which was graceful with wide fins. She visualized a manta ray gliding smoothly and said, "I am graceful." The pufferfish was funny because it could become big when threatened. Lily imagined the pufferfish puffing up and giggled, "I am funny." She read about the clownfish, which was colorful and loved to live near sea anemones. She pictured the cheerful clownfish hiding among the coral and said, "I am colorful." The angelfish was also beautiful and colorful, adding brightness to the reef. Lily imagined the elegant angelfish swimming peacefully and said, "I am beautiful." The swordfish was fast because it had a long nose for catching prey. She envisioned the sleek swordfish darting through the water and said, "I am fast." Tuna was strong and a powerful swimmer in the ocean. She pictured the swift tuna racing through the seas and thought, "I am strong." Salmon were active animals that swam up rivers to lay eggs. Lily imagined the salmon leaping up the water and said, "I am active." She learned that barracuda was dangerous with many sharp teeth. She pictured the fierce barracuda lurking in the shadows and whispered, "I am dangerous." The moray eel was long and hid in rocks in the ocean. Lily imagined the eel slipping through cracks and thought, "I am long." The sea turtle was slow but lived for many years. She pictured the ancient turtle slowly moving on the sand and said, "I am slow." Hermit crabs were small and lived in shells they carried around. Lily thought of tiny crabs scuttling along the seabed and said, "I am small." She learned that sea urchins were round and had many sharp spines. She visualized the spiny sea urchin on the ocean floor and whispered, "I am round." Sea cucumbers were soft creatures living on the sea floor. Lily imagined the gentle sea cucumber resting and said, "I am soft." Coral grew in warm oceans and was very colorful. She pictured vibrant coral reefs teeming with life and thought, "I am colorful." Then she discovered honeybees, which were busy making honey. She imagined the hard-working bees flying to and from the hive and said, "I am busy." Bumblebees were friendly and visited many flowers. Lily pictured the bumblebee buzzing happily among blossoms and whispered, "I am friendly." She also learned about wasps, which were dangerous because they could sting. She visualized a wasp warning her with its sting and said, "I can sting." Ants were hard-working and carried food everywhere. Lily imagined an ant carrying a crumb much larger than itself and said, "I am hard-working." The ladybug was lucky because it had red wings with black spots. She pictured the tiny ladybug resting on a leaf and thought, "I am lucky." She learned that beetles had strong, hard bodies. Lily imagined the sturdy beetle crawling over rocks and whispered, "I am strong." Dragonflies flew very fast and danced over ponds. She pictured the swift dragonfly darting through the air and said, "I am fast." Butterflies were beautiful with bright wings, flying from flower to flower. Lily imagined a colorful butterfly landing softly on a blossom and whispered, "I am beautiful." Grasshoppers jumped very high, making big leaps in fields. She pictured the green grasshopper jumping and said, "I jump high." Fireflies glowed brightly at night, lighting up the dark sky. Lily imagined fireflies flickering in the dark and whispered, "I glow bright." Mosquitoes were very small and often bit people. She imagined a tiny mosquito buzzing close and said, "I am small." The fly was quick and could fly everywhere in the house. She pictured the fast fly buzzing past her. Caterpillars ate many leaves as they prepared to become butterflies. Lily imagined the hungry caterpillar munching leaves and said, "I eat many leaves." Snails carried their shells everywhere they went. She visualized a slow snail crawling along the ground and whispered, "I am slow." Worms lived in the ground and helped keep the soil healthy. Lily imagined the worm wriggling underground and said, "I am long." Eagles soared high in the sky, strong and powerful. She pictured the majestic eagle flying above the mountains and thought, "I am powerful." The falcon was fast and could catch its prey quickly. She imagined the swift falcon diving down and whispered, "I am fast." Owls were wise and woke up at night. Lily pictured the wise owl perched quietly on a tree branch and said, "I am wise." Pelicans caught fish with their large beaks. She visualized the pelicans scooping up fish and whispered, "I catch fish." Storks were tall with long legs. Lily imagined the tall stork standing in the water and thought, "I have long legs." Herons stood quietly in the water, waiting patiently for fish. She pictured a heron hunting silently and said, "I am quiet." Kingfishers caught small fish with their very big beaks. Lily imagined the colourful kingfisher diving into the water and whispered, "I catch small fish." Toucans had very big, colourful beaks. She pictured the toucan perched on a branch and said, "My beak is big." Macaws had bright feathers that shone in the sunlight. Lily thought about the bright macaw flying through the jungle and whispered, "My feathers are bright." Cockatoos were clever birds that could learn words. She imagined a clever cockatoo saying, "Hello," and thought, "I can learn words." Peacocks were beautiful with their bright, shining feathers spread open. She visualized the magnificent peacock displaying its feathers and whispered, "I am beautiful." The flamingo was pink and stood on one leg. Lily pictured a graceful flamingo balancing and said, "I stand on one leg." Swan was very elegant as it swam smoothly on the lake. She imagined an elegant swan gliding gracefully and thought, "I am elegant." Ravens were very intelligent birds that could solve problems. She pictured a clever raven figuring out a tricky puzzle and whispered, "I am intelligent." Crows were also clever and could solve simple problems too. Lily imagined a clever crow finding its way through an obstacle course and whispered, "I am clever." Penguins were funny because they could not fly but could swim very well. She pictured a playful penguin swimming swiftly and thought, "I am funny." Ostriches were tall, large birds that could run very fast. Lily imagined the swift ostrich racing across the plains and whispered, "I am tall." Emus ran very fast and were similar to ostriches. She pictured the speedy emu darting around and thought, "I run fast." Kiwis were shy birds that came out at night to search for food. Lily imagined the shy kiwi quietly peeking out into the dark and said, "I am shy." Condors had very large wings and soared high above valleys. She visualized the huge condor gliding effortlessly in the sky and whispered, "My wings are huge." Lily loved learning about animals because each one was special and unique.